There's a weakness to disparate impact analysis. Disparate impact has been used to judge seemingly innocuous and neutral government regulations or policies to see if it has a disparate impact on a particular community. Does it end up in lower housing ownership? Does it result in poor health outcomes? Question mark. As an NAACP member for many years, I have also looked to see how the numbers have been working for the Black community in longevity, in health, in educational achievement, in ownership of businesses, physical health, and mental health. For all the efforts of a proactive government trying to make things better, it appears the numbers are not really moving in the right direction. In fact, in certain categories, it's moving in a worse direction. And disparate impact analysis misses this because the one thing that it does not take into account for is if the marriage rate in the Black community is less than the national average, then the good numbers in the Black community will automatically be below the national average. Where the marriage rate in the Black community used to be 75 to 80%, it is now approximately 33% nationwide, and in some urban communities, it is less than 10%. That means children who do not live in the same house as their biological father and biological mother will have poorer academic, emotional, and physical health. Alternatively, one could say that the efforts of the government to help the Black community in particular has had a disparate impact to the negative for the Black community. Lifespan is less, educational scores are less, business ownership less, abortion rate for Black women is 5 times that of white women, mental health issues, addiction, suicide ideation, all worse. But there are 2 things that can help in this, and one is the success sequence, and the other one is no-fault marriage. The success sequence is if you graduate from high school, trade school, or college, get a job, then get married, and then have a child, 97 to 98% of these people will not be poor as an adult. And this is regardless of where they began or their skin color. The success sequence should be posted at all of our kindergarten through 12th grade schools because our young people have a right to know of this secret formula of how one can get out of poverty and into the middle class. The other one is the no-fault marriage. Right now we have a marriage where if you get the certificate, you have an obligation potentially to your spouse in property and alimony. Under no-fault marriage, you would have no greater obligation to the other adult than you had as if you had never married. However, your obligations to your biological children would, of course, continue as they had before. The idea is to elevate husband and wife, which is what we should do, because we do want the biological mother and biological father to raise their children together. And this is better than situationship and partnership, because some people say, well, what's a piece of paper worth? Well, in fact, a piece of paper is worth something because those people who do get married stay together longer than those who do not. And that benefits our children in their academic, emotional, and physical health, which benefits our nation because our children are our future. The science and data proves this. Disparate impact, however, misses the impact of marriage in a community on the good numbers that are achieved in the community. Thank you.